What do you feel that your parent, because you're both artists,
Yeah.
you both do music, hip hop, a little singing, a little rapping, a little Afrobeat in there. But I notice that a lot of African parents want their kids to be engineers,
doctors,
lawyers.
Definitely
Like,
the doctor first.
You need to do something with your life.
For sure.
But then they found out that y'all were going to do nothing with your life and be artists.
Pretty much.
Okay. So what?
exactly what it is.
How was that? What was your coming out story?
And what was their dream for you in the beginning? Like, what was their dream or their aspirations for you before?
So with my parents, it was like, because my brother, he was studying to be a pharmacist, my older brother. So I was kind of like always look up to my older brother. So I was like, I'm gonna do that too. But I had no business trying to do that because I wasn't like a school kid really. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do that. So boom, I'm doing that, and I'm not really like taking school serious. I'm not really going to classes like that. So boom, it's not working. Then I got hip to rapping when I was like in freshman year of college. So boom, I'm rapping, and I played to my mom. She's like, "Oh, this is cool, but you still like, But then I kept not like, basically the pharmacy thing wasn't gonna work for me. So I was like, boom, all right. I'm not like, my rap career is not going nowhere right now. So I'm like, all right, you know what, mom? She's like, why don't you try to be a nurse? I'm like, I'll try. So I really put one big effort into trying, and I tried so hard, and I was smart too. Like I used to get, like, I was smart. People used to try to cheat off
You're
my
not
tests.
smart anymore?
Oh,
what happened? Where did the smartness go?
I'm so smart. But like, I'm talking about even school smart.
Yeah.
And then I think God literally tried to tell me, it would be a waste for you to be a nurse, because that's not what I made you for. So it was to the point where I had did all my work and I was getting A's on all my tests, boom, in this one class, and I needed this class to go into the program. So boom, the teacher just literally gave me the wrong grade, not off some like, oh, I think I deserve, like I calculated it. And then she was like, I tried to call her after the semester's over. She's like screening my calls, like ducking my emails. I'm like, you literally gave me the wrong grade. So I'm like, God, is this you trying to tell me that no matter what I do, like I'm not going to be able to be successful at this? So that was the moment where I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I think I'm just going to drop out of school and just do music, because that's the only thing I know how to do. And mind you, I'm not lit in music right now, but I just know inside of me, it got to be that. Yeah. So then she's like, nah, you crazy, woo woo. But I'm just like, I'm checking out of school. So, like, I'm going.
How
go ahead.
did she say it?
We got into a big argument. But, like, I'm not like me. And I love you, Mom and Dad. But I'm not, like, afraid, like, of that. I just be like, because I was also like, hey, if y'all say, if we don't come to an agreement, I'll just move out the house. So I was just like, whatever.
You can't say nothing then.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just make it easy for y'all. So they was like, okay, look. Just finish this joint. Like, just get some kind of English joint or something. So I was like, all right, I'll do that, because I probably had like maybe a year and a half left. So boom, then I'm doing that, and then they know I do music.
Is that when you went from Eastern Shore to Bowie State?
Nah, I was already at Bowie State at that time. So boom, I'm at Bowie. Then I'm like, I started doing my thing. I'm not taking school seriously though. Boom, I'm doing my thing. Then I started coming up. Then my mom was like, oh, okay, you doing your thing. All right, but just finish. And then I started selling shirts. So then I started really making some money. She's like, oh, okay, but still finish. And then I got my first music check for like $1,000. Then she was like, what? So boom. Then it's like, okay.
Oh, he making money.
Yeah, it's like I respect it, but
Still
finish.
Right.
And then at that point, I'm so focused on music, I'm not even going to class. Like, I'm literally probably going to fail all my classes. But I told my teachers, I'm like, yo, like, I'm getting calls from this label, please, like, let me graduate this semester, because I'm not coming back if y'all don't pass me. And then my teachers are all just like, all right, man, we going to make sure you graduate. And they literally just gave me grades I didn't have. And let me
That
graduate.
communication.
Right,
is
that
key.
communication
And
is
that's
everything.
why HBCUs be lit, because it's like they care about you more. Yeah. They realize it's not like a big school where
They
I don't
believe
care
in your
about you.
dream.
You know what I'm saying?
They
They
believe
really
in
For us,
believe
by
in
us.
me.
And you also was about boo boo.
Boo-boo.
But you I think also because you tried.
Yeah.
And they you knew it. You knew what it was. You know, you used to be smart, like you said. So, but you actually put in the effort, and then you had enough courage to go to them and say, like, look, communicate with them. This is what it is. Like, I'm about to blow up. You know, I'll come back and see you, give you a T-shirt. You know, and they all passed you. They gave you that good grade.
Yes, they did.
See, I don't have a great story like that about, like, you know, what I'm doing in my life, but the communication with teachers is A1
for sure.
Because I promise you, I wouldn't have been out of college if it wasn't for my communication.
For communication.
Yeah, like calling your teachers, hey, I'm gonna be late. Just save my seat, warm it for me. I'll be there.
Now, Manny, I know your story may be a little bit different. I know your dad's an artist, right?
Yeah.
So your dad's an artist. You know, pretty big deal in Nigeria. But what was your parents' reaction to you also wanting to follow in those footsteps?
I think my dad's dream was to take over his band.
For you to take over his band?
Yeah. So at like the first weekend we moved into the States, he had a show, and he asked one of his band guys to give me a mic. And I legit started like singing back up at like 9 years old. So like he was grooming me, taking me to all the shows, like getting me hip to like the money. Like we'll go to the bank together. Like I think, my dad really taught me like entrepreneurship early, but I didn't really care. I just wanted to play soccer. But I wanted to play soccer. I knew I could do music. Like my goal was to first play soccer, and then when I turned like maybe 35, I would start making songs, because at 35 your body is getting old. You can't really run around with these kids. So
excuse you.
Oh right. Damn, we getting old. But
no, she's a very young lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Thank you so much.
but my parents definitely wanted me to finish school though. But it was so. There was this guy in my church, and this is like 2014 when I first came to the house and stuff. No, 2013, or whatever. So this guy was preaching, and then I just liked his word and all that stuff. He was a random guy from like Cali, came through, and then I was like, yo, like I keep hearing these voices like, just go, just go. No, he was like, I was hearing the voices saying go, and he was like, yo, like, I feel like God is telling me to tell you that you should just go. Like, whatever is number one in your mind, just do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I was like, oh my God, this is like some spiritual, because I had like a bunch of those type of like encounters where I felt like God was directly talking to me. And then I told my mom, and I was like, look, Tolu, my younger sister, is about to be in school. She's about to be done with high school. You could barely pay for my stuff. Like, I have to leave. On top of that, I kind of have God's stamp to leave. So she was just like, dang, okay. And then I told my dad, I said, look, I might go back later. But that was pretty much it. And they pretty much supported me. Like, I think my parents are my biggest supporters. Like, they ask me about music all the time. Like,
that's good.
A week ago, my mom was like, you have to blow up this year. Like, I've never heard the word blow from my mom. I didn't even know. I look back like, what? Like, she said, oh, nah, this year you got to blow up. Like, I'm giving you some money. Like, she's
Mom,
about to
you
give
been
me,
watching
yeah.
BET, huh?
I don't know. She said, I'm about to give you some money. Like, we going to, whatever I got, just figure it out. Da, 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 da. So, like, they're mad supportive.